Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to make this grungy journal, and I decided, because I didn't know what kind of journal to make, I wanted it to look grungy, but I wasn't sure how to go, what kind of journal I wanted. So I decided that it has been a long time since I made a lapbook journal. So I have these Edith Holden books. I had two of them. Actually, I had three, and I didn't realize that two were exactly the... I'm sorry, let me go back. It looked like they were different sizes, but the spines were different. So I had to cut the spines away. So what I have left here is just the book part. And so then I have to put in a spine. So I had this wallpaper that I got from Tamara at, she goes by something coffee, midnight coffee? I don't know. I lost it. I had it in my head. Now I lost it. Anyway, you all know who she is. She sent me this, and I just love it. And it's not really grungy. It's Art Deco, really. But it was made in 1998 in Vicentia, California. I think that's how you say it. So anyway, that's what I decided to use. So because they were big pieces, you know, or scrapbook paper, this measures 7 inches wide. You know, the pages are always too big on the Edith Holden book, and then by 9 1/4 high. So I knew I needed paper bigger than that. So it was either scrapbook paper or this, and I really like this. All right, so what I did was I covered 3 of them so far, and then I'll decide which order I want to put them in. This is showing here, but I think I'm just going to cover that with something. I'm not sure what. Depends on where it goes in the book. So the first thing I did was tore a piece off of this, which I wasn't able to get 4 of these. I think I'm going to go from this end. Yeah, I wasn't able to get 4 out of just 2 pages. I had to go to the 3rd page. So I'm just going to eyeball it here and get a ruler. Clear ruler would be, oh, there it is. My desk is a mess, but you know, I just can't clean it up. Once I get going, I don't want to stop and clean my desk for a video. So, okay. So I still have that much left, which I'm excited about. All right, so now this part we're going to turn this way. And what I have been doing is just kind of centering this the best. And then I'm marking these corners. And they don't always come out right, but I keep trying. So now I'm going to cut these corners, and really you want it to be, let me see if I can do this. If I lay this up in this corner and I mark right here, that's really how far away from the corner you want to cut. Doesn't have to be exact, but you need enough that it will cover. Let's try it. I'm going to try it on all of these because there is you can buy a tool to measure this, but I just never did. Sometimes I wished I had it, so it would just make it easier to, you see what I'm doing? I'm just laying the book there, the width of the book. And if you know the width of the book, you know, you can mark it. So then I'm just going to cut it like that. I think all of you have seen this done before, but I left one in case you haven't seen it and you needed to to learn it again. If you have seen it but forgot. I forgot because I just had to go get my, well, I can't remember which, I know who bought the journal, Tamara, but I don't remember the name of it, and so I couldn't find it in my listings. Isn't that terrible? I could not find the journal. So here I'm going to just push these pages up against his to give it a little bit of bend there before I start to glue. Okay, so now I have that, and I was going to do something before I did that. Oh, these little guys here, do not throw them away, because if you don't reach where this is all covered inside, you can always lay these back inside, and that will cover this space. Oh, I'm going to have to get some glue. All right, so line these back up on your marks. Get set. Go. And hope for the best. All right. And the funny thing is, this paper, I think it's like washable, because it doesn't have the glue on the back, like it's not pre-glued, but it's got a coating on it. And so the glue, I had a hard time getting the glue to really adhere. It seems to be working pretty good now, but yesterday it wasn't. Okay. And then here, I just can bend this down a little bit. Just to, let's see how it's coming off now. Again, it'll glue, you just have to play with it a couple times. Okay. Yeah, we'll see if this one meets up there. Yep, nice, nice, nice. It should miter, even, it should be perfect, but as long as this part is covered, that's the main thing, and that is. So let me just nail that down a little bit. Okay. I ordered this punch. It's taking, like 3 weeks to get here, so I don't know if it's on Amazon, but once I get it, I'll see if I like it, and then I'll put it on there if it is. But it's a corner punch, and you can punch corners out of paper, and I'm anxious to see how it will work. Okay, hold on for 1 second. I think somebody's outside. Okay, I'm back. I have somebody doing power washing, and I guess he just got here. Turned on his power washer noise thing. Okay, so I'm going to try to grunge this up a little bit. So I tried it on these pages that I'm going to use on the inside, and I don't know exactly what happened to that one. It got kind of messed up. But I don't know, and it's like the ink didn't want to, even when I inked around it. But anyway, I sewed around all these, and I can do that later on this part. So let's do this part here. So you're going to need 4 book covers, or chipboard or whatever, you know, you can, that's strong enough. Let me just, I don't know if you can see all of it or not, but it's okay. Okay, so now I have to decide, here's my middle binding, which is, I did it 1 inch. I did the this one 1 inch, and we will be placing that in the center of the 2 books. So if this would be my front cover, I think. Okay, let me think about this. And then we have a spine here. And this spine, oh my goodness, I keep running out of room. This spine measures a 1/2 inch. And we're gonna have, it's gonna be separated a little bit anyway, so a little 1/2 inch or more. All right. So that is going to flip, if this is going like that, and there's a hinge here, then this one is going to flip like that. Okay. And then, I don't know if I can do them all. Yeah, I don't know if I can. Okay, so let's just do it this way. So those will be the insides, and these will be, wait a minute. Okay, that is the outside. Maybe I need to do it the other way around. Let's put, I'm not going to worry about where that marking is on the edge. I'll figure out something. So this is this way, right? And this one is going to be on this one, and it's going to flip in, and it'll be like that, away from it. Okay. All right. So now this, I just made these little spines out of cardstock, and I put 4 or 5 together. But I don't know how much of it's going to show, so I just took some book page, and because I'm going to cover these, but with fabric. But the tops of them might not get covered, so I thought I would just put a little of this book page on here with the tops. I think I could do it with that. Okay, so that way when you're looking down at the book, there'll be fabric on here, but as you look down, you won't see any of that white. So I'm going to put some on this edge. Oops, upside down. I hope that's not too loud. I can hear it, but I don't want to stop the video, because then what do I do? I want to keep moving along, you know what I mean? Okay, so there's that. I guess I could go sew or something. Okay, so we've got one there for that, and then we need something here over the top of this. have another one to do. Oh, I do, but that's all right. I'll just do it this way. Okay. Wasn't planning on this taking this much time. I don't know how long I've been on. 15 minutes, it's not too bad, is it? Yeah. So I've been trying to think of different things that I can use in this journal that would be grungy, because it's not usually, I mean, I like to do primitive kind of things, but not grungy. And steampunk, I would never do steampunk. It's just not my thing, you know. So I don't understand the concept of it. I know it's industrial and like the Tim Holtz kind of stuff, but I mean, I don't even feel like this is grunge is Tim Holtz. It's, I think it's more like just something that looks old, vintagey. Oh, my spine came apart. My glue came unglued. I don't know. That'll make a difference, but it's. There. Okay, so there's the other one. These book edges are pretty thick, and I was going to try to build this up as thick as they are, but I didn't. I just was thinking that they'd probably be okay. I wonder if I need to put these on first. Oh, yes. Well, if I put these on first, I'm afraid he's getting closer to my windows. I can hear him. I put these first because I want to take this fabric and go down the spines on the front and on the inside. So I kind of think I want them to be on this inside. The other way would be like that, and that would, I don't know, not give me as much of this showing. So I think I'm just going to do it on the outsides. Okay. I think I'm going to have to pause because I think he's just going to be, it's going to be too noisy. Darn it. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll pause the video and I'll get these all glued on and then I'll come back. Alrighty? So I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So I glued all of the papers on the back and the fronts of these book covers, and I did tell you I was making a lap book, right? I hope I did. Anyway, so now I want to make the hinges to hold the book together. So these are 1 inch in here, in the middle one, and I'm going to cut this fabric. I want this rusty section to show. So I'm going to do, I think, 3 inches so that I have an inch on each side, as well as, you know, covering this. So 3 inches should be good. So let me see. I don't want to cut it. I cut it over here and I thought, can I keep cutting off of that part? No, I can't, because, well, I don't like that part as much as I like this part. What part did I like? This part. Okay. So I'm just going to cut it 3 inches wide. I don't think this will rip, but I might try it. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to rip. All right. I just thought sometimes linen is really, really hard to rip. But this is not a really tight woven. Okay. So, yeah, I'm not going to get extras out of that, but I have it left over, so that'll work. Okay, so what I'm going to do is lay this down here and set this on here and try to make it as center as I can so that I have enough to glue onto those sides. So I'm going to use my weld glue that's very strong, and it adheres to cloth really well. And I thought maybe I would put a different fabric on the inside, but I decided that I think it's best just to do it all the same. So I hope this will like glue quick enough. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Where's my little ruler I just had? Oh, let's see if I can. Just make sure that it's kind of an inch. It's hard to tell. The fabric's not very, very straight. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this off. I think I'll leave a little bit. It will hang over the edge. Okay, so now this one is going to be along here. So I'm really doing the inside first. Then I'll come back and do this outside part. And I may put some linen tape in there. It's like a fabric tape, and it will make this a lot stronger. I'll have to pull it out here in a minute. Okay, so I'm just going to use this. I'm just going to get my little they? There's one. Just so if I want to spread it a little bit. Okay. My power washer guy went to lunch or something. So I thought I'd get in here and get started again. I'm just going to run some of this down here. Okay. I noticed that all of them are the same across the top. You see that one and that one. They're all the same across the top. So I don't think it really matters which one I put where. Although I was thinking this one, I want it to be the front cover. So I think I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap here. If this is the front, I can put a trim or lace or something out there on that. And I'm leaving just a little space here, about the exact width of the spine itself, so that there's room for it to fold. I could have done this in a more organized method, but I'm not that organized, so there's tons of videos out there on how to make one of these books. All right, so I kind of want to make sure that I have enough distance and that these are straight. Oops. Yep, that hasn't glued. I was worried about that. I might have to put something heavy on that. Let's see if I can't flip it. Oh, I probably did this. No, I guess I didn't. Okay, I thought I pulled it. It does take a minute for this glue to get tacky where it will stick, but it will. Maybe I just didn't. I think it dried before I got it glued, honestly. I could put fabric tack in here. The reason I don't use fabric tack is because I don't like when it seeps through, it leaves that line. If it does seep through, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so now let me cut another one 3 inches. Maybe I'll just go up. I don't know where I cut because I ripped it so it doesn't look cut. I just don't want to waste every end of that. I have to get this, like, I might get it twice, barely. All right, let me go 3 inches in this way. And I told you where, oh, you know, my last video, I have all the information on this fabric. It's from piles of paragraphs. And I guess I got her name off of Christy. Crafted by Christy, I think it is. Because, I don't know, I was seeing a video and I was thinking it was her. So I'm going to try and stretch this up as best I can so I can get 2 out of this. I was planning to put this on the cover, but I knew that if I did that, everything would be hidden under whatever I put under it. So, and I was thinking, you know what, I think I'm going to get some fabric tack. It just holds a little faster. See if it doesn't seep through. I don't how I'm going to be able to tell that. Oh, that side's pretty. Let me just give it a test right here. I don't think it's going to seep through. I don't see it. Okay, let me take it off then. Oh, I was going to put some of that linen tape under here. I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit on this edge, because I can always come back in and add glue underneath if I need to. Is that the side I like? I think it's this side. There is no right or wrong on stuff like this, but okay, get down in those edges. This is going to look so cool. Thank you, Valerie, because she mentioned I could do this, use it for the spine, and I actually was thinking the same thing, and now I'm glad that she said that and that I did it, because I think it looks pretty cool. Let's try to get this to look a little straighter there. Okay, so next would be, oh, I'm on the wrong side here. Okay, that's the top. So the next one would be, okay, hold on, let me think. The next one's going to go in here, like that. So that would come out that way. And I'll be putting this little one in there, the 1/2 inch, because whatever your spine size is has to be half of this. So if you put a 3-inch spine, if you want a big spine, you'd have to put 1.5 inch, in your other 2 spines. But I didn't think I wanted to make it that big, because, oh my gosh, that would take me a long time to get glued up. All right, so let's put this guy. How does that look? I guess it doesn't matter. They all look good. I'm just going to go ahead and use my fabric tack for this too, because it didn't seem to seep through, but it holds much faster. But if you're using something like lace or something, this stuff will show through, and I don't like it. So, and this stuff here holds fabric really well, and it doesn't, it dries clear. Oh my gosh, I'm getting it all over me. I'm just going to eyeball it here. That's why I put that little bit of paper on the ends. That way, if it's not quite all the way to the top, it'll be fine. Okay. So that is going to go on this side. The lid on that so it doesn't dry. Okay, trying to think, what am I doing? Okay, I know. I think I put it this way before. Okay. I have to leave that distance, which I hope that's... Yeah, I just don't want to get glue on this. Okay. Now I'll glue this one. I don't want to do it upside down and keep checking. Okay, now you do need to kind of keep this straight. I don't have my mat up here, but you know what I mean, like lined up, because if you get, so those look pretty good. Whoop. Those look pretty good. Okay. And 3 more inches. I'd use the other one, I think, that I just did. All right. I was so excited to get this started. I hope that's going to rip fairly straight. Come on. Oh, I don't have the power. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we're making some more tabs or something, huh? Okay. So, I was going to say something, but I don't remember what it was. I hope everybody's doing well. I do know that. Things have been pretty good here. Calmed down now that house is out of the way. Oh, and then my friends in California, they have a house here that I've been managing for them for, gosh, I don't know, 7 years or something. Well, they called and said that they decided they were going to sell that house. So yesterday I had to bear the bad news to the tenants. I felt so bad. This is the second time I've had to do that this year. Well, not this year, but last January, whatever it was. But it is what it is, you know. And if you rent something, you're going to know that sooner or later, unless it's an apartment building, that the owner is going to sell. So but they are giving them, the people, my friends, are giving them a, I don't know what you would call it, like they're giving them some money to help them move. We have when we write a lease, which these people were month to month by then, but this didn't get glued very good, and I think this is going to be out. I don't want that. Like if you have a lease and you break the lease, or if you have a lease and we have to break it, we pay 2 times the monthly rent as a fee. So that's kind of what they're doing to them, even though they're not on a lease anymore. They're month to month. But you know what? I knew I was missing a whole section. Oh my gosh. Now, do you think I did too much of the page? Okay, so that's the big part. And this is going to come inside like so. Like that, and I'll have another book, another piece of the cover that comes inside. These are so cool, I think. I really like this idea. So we could put a journal in here, something fairly small, or not too many pages. Okay, so now I need it. I didn't glue that down. I can always come back and touch up. Okay, so this is, how come that's so wobbly in there? Huh. Okay, well that's, oh, I know why, because it goes this way. I'm going to do something upside down on this, you guys. I can feel it in my bones. Okay, everything is going up the right way, I think. Oh, there goes the power washer again. So I guess I will leave you guys here. Let's see. Yeah, I'll leave you here. I'll go ahead and put this last one on, and then when I come back, we can start figuring out what to put in it, or do some ephemera things and some pages, because this these pages are going to be bigger than if I fold a 8.5 by 11.5. Then I'm going to have this big old space there. So what I think I'll do is I will combine my pages together and make that big long piece, and then I'll cut them where they need to be, if you see what I mean. Okay, so thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you're gonna have fun watching this. I'm gonna have fun making it, I'm pretty sure. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.